Hey guys, welcome back to Deb's Journey. I'm Deborah, and today we're going to be making some blueberry cheesecake ice cream. You heard right. Keto-friendly blueberry cheesecake ice cream. And if you want to see this recipe, then stick with me. Let's get to it. Alright, so the first thing that I did here is to make the blueberry mix-in. And so what I did is I got half a cup of blueberries in a medium saucepan, and I put them on medium-high heat and just let them go until they got to about this stage, just where the berries start to getting a little mushy, to where they start popping and just become this consistency here. I haven't added anything else to them. This is just the pure berry, and this only took about maybe 5 minutes, again because I had the fire on high, but I was watching it, so be careful because they can easily burn. Alright, so now I'm going to add about a tablespoon and a half, this is a tablespoon right now, of Swerve. This is the Confectioner sugar of Swerve. I'm going to add another half of a tablespoon. Again, this is to your liking, so if you don't like it so sweet, maybe just leave it at 1 tablespoon. And I'm adding about a half more. Just mix it in. And then once all that is mixed in, leave it to cool. So you're going to want to take it off of the burner to make sure that it's not staying warm. Alright, we're going to put this to the side and get to our ice cream base. Okay, so in this bowl I have 2 bars of cream cheese that are softened. I just took them in the microwave for a few seconds, but you can just leave them out on your counter for about 2 hours or so. It takes a while for cream cheese to kind of get soft in room temperature, so just get them to a nice soft stage or state, either on your counter or, like I said, I just popped them in the microwave for about 35-40 seconds just to get them nice and soft. Next I'm going to add half a cup, excuse me, 1 cup of sour cream. Please keep in mind that I am adding full fat everything, okay? So full fat sour cream, full fat cream cheese. Okay, I'm going to add that to my bowl. So now I'm going to beat this until it's all combined. Alright, you're going to want to scrape down the sides and beat again until it's nice and smooth. And whisk again. Got that. Now we're gonna add the sugar. I'm using half a cup of the Confectioner, the Swerve Confectioners again. And then I'm probably gonna add about 1/4 of a cup of the granular. Now I'm gonna add half a cup of the granular. Not half a cup, 1/4 of a cup. And I'm gonna add about a teaspoon of vanilla. Before I mix in the sugar like this, I like to just kind of mix it in like this before I do, otherwise you'll have a big puff of sugar all over your clothes, around your kitchen, and in your face. Alright, so nice and mixed, so let's turn it on. Again, we're gonna push it down, clean off the sides. Oh. And whisk again, just a little bit longer. So I do want this a little bit more liquidy. So I'm gonna add heavy cream, and I'm gonna add half of a cup. This is where I already had the sour cream, so. And mix that again, but again, the same thing will happen with with this heavy cream. So you just gotta mix it in a little bit more as the sugar. Remember I told you it would get all over your kitchen, your face, and everything. Well, if you're just turning on a high mixer, it's gonna splatter everywhere too. So just mix it in a little bit until you get it a little bit incorporated, and then turn it on. Again, you're going to scrape off the sides. And at this point, you're going to check it for sweetness. Okay, so I'm going to get a little spoon in there. It's perfectly sweetened. Alright, just a little tip. Whenever you have beaters that look like this and you want to clean them, all you have to do, or try to get as much of the batter into the pan or the bowl, then you just turn it on. I always turn it on high, and then you're going to shield it with your hand again so it won't splatter everywhere. And then you're going to go up slowly like that, and it'll clean your beaters. You'll see. See? Before. Put it on high, slow. Cover it. Slow. Just until you're out of the batter, turn it off, and your beaters are semi-clean. Or at least a lot cleaner than they were before. Okay, so I'm making my ice cream in this ice cream maker. It is a Cuisinart, and it comes just with this bowl here that you put in the freezer. And then this right here actually starts churning when you turn it, or it stays still and the bowl is the one that churns. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour some of the batter in here. I know you're saying, where are the blueberries, Deborah? How come you haven't added them in here? I'm going to add them as the ice cream is almost ready, about halfway. maybe not even halfway, the last few churns, I'll add the blueberries into the ice cream maker. But I'm not gonna add them right now. I want them to be more of a swirl, I guess. We'll see how that comes out, but regardless, it's gonna be amazing. All right, so now that I have it in there, I'm just going to push this in. There we go. And turn it on, and I think it's gonna go for about, I actually don't know how long this is gonna take, maybe about 15 minutes, and I'll come back and check on it. So you see it churning. In just a little while, we'll have some amazing ice cream. All right, so while the ice cream is churning, we already have our blueberries cooled off to a side, and now we're gonna do the crust of the cheesecake. All right. So what I like to use is I like to use almond flour, and if you want to just use almond flour raw like that, that's fine. But I'm getting about 1/4 of a cup of almond flour, and we're gonna toast it. Toast it in a pan. Forgive my ugly pan. Message down below if you want Alex to buy me some new pens. For my birthday. For my birthday. Alright. So we're just gonna, I have the heat about medium high. I should lower it down a little bit because, oh my gosh, this is burn fast. So, don't walk away from this. As you see it kind of getting brown, in fact, let me take it off the heat just for a moment, and I'm gonna get a plate to get it ready for whenever it's already ready. Okay, I brought it back on the heat. I got a plate because even whenever it's resting, like whenever it's already finished, you already browned it up, you don't want to leave it in the pan. You want to hurry up and take it out of the pan onto a plate, or it will continue to brown. And this is going to be like like I said, like the crust of the cheesecake. It's really good with it. You can also put, instead of this, you can put like, actually you can mix in like some almond flour and then get some ground up pecans if you want. But today we're just using almond flour. You don't have to sweeten it or anything because everything else is nice and sweet. And this is just kind of play like has a little texture in the ice cream. Alright, we are very, very close. I can already smell the roasting of the pecans. I can smell it. It smells delicious. I'm going to leave it just for another maybe 10 seconds. Like, honestly, I'm kind of spreading it around. I'm going to actually turn off the heat. Okay, I'm going to turn it off now. See how it's nice and brown? Put it on the plate. So I'm just gonna kind of like spread it around on the plate. That way it'll cool faster. Alright, that's ready for our ice cream. So we'll just put it aside and wait. Alright guys, I just checked on my ice cream and it's ready. It's only been like, how long was it? That was only like 8 minutes, I believe. Yeah, about 8 minutes, and it's soft, but it's already in ice cream. Like down here, it's pretty hard. So I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna mix in my blueberry. Alright guys, so I'm gonna get this out and I'm gonna put it into like a shallow dish like this. It's gonna go into my freezer. Keep in mind that you can eat it just like this. I'm not gonna eat it right now. Like I want to keep it to store in the freezer. So
why?
Once you put it in the freezer, it's gonna get hard. Sorry, I know. That's just the thing with, you know, with this kind of ice cream. Even regular ice cream, I don't know how they make sure that ice cream is scoopable. But I know, and I think I mentioned this in my other ice cream video, that there's this sugar that you can use. It's a sugar replacement, just like this, so it's not real sugar. Oh my gosh, it's so hard. Okay, I'm gonna use this. Ooh, better. Okay, and it'll keep it as soft serve. I mean, yeah, as not soft serve. It'll keep it as scoopable. I have yet to buy that sugar because it's so expensive. But who cares? Right now we're gonna eat it like this. Okay, so all of the ice cream is in here now, and I'm gonna get this blueberry topping. Again, you don't have to use blueberries. You can do the same process that I did, but do it with strawberries or blackberries or blueberries. Raspberries, any berry. Remember, on keto we stick to berries. And this is only half a cup of berries, so that's pretty good. I'm gonna put it all on top, get out the little juice too, and I'm gonna just swirl it in. Doesn't that look heavenly? Oh my gosh. If you want to just put the blueberries in there in the ice cream maker, go for it. But I like how it looks swirly like this, because it makes me feel like I'm eating like Baskin Robbins cheesecake ice cream. Don't ask how that got clean. Okay. All right, and so now we have our little crust, and we're gonna just put it on top. Put as much as you like. Remember, we use a 1/4 cup. You can use all of it. I'm probably just going to use about half of it. Alright, so we are done with our ice cream, and now I'm going to serve myself just a little bit to try. Remember, this is soft, but as you put it in the freezer, it'll get hard. In the middle, it was like harder over here, so let me get some of that. So you see how you get like a little bit of crust through there, and then the blueberries. I'm so excited. Do you get excited when you're gonna eat food? Like I do? Okay. Ready? You have to try this at home. You just gotta. If you like cheesecake and you like berries, you miss cheesecake on keto, you can have cheesecake ice cream. You can also have cheesecake. And I'll show you how to make a different recipe. Ooh, I showed you that pumpkin cheesecake, right? Oh my gosh. You gotta try that. I'll tag it somewhere. Over here. I'll put it over here in the corner for you. That cheesecake. I don't care if it's fall or summer or you just got spring, you gotta make that cheesecake. It's so good. But I'll show you how to make a regular cheesecake. You want some too? What do you think? It's good, right? Okay. He grunts when something tastes good. You gotta make that cheesecake. But I will show you how to make regular cheesecake. Like eating on keto, it's like, oh my gosh. Okay, I always say this. Eating outside, like outside of my house, like going to a restaurant, that's a little difficult because, you know, unless I'm eating wings, like I always can count on wings. Like I'll eat at Buffalo Wild Wings, but I'll try not to get different sauces that I know will have sugar, like any of like the Asian flavors or even the honey barbecue, anything like that. but I'll get original or mild buffalo sauce, or even any of the dry rubs usually are pretty safe, unless, you know, it has some kind of, you know, it's a little sweet. So any teriyaki ones or anything like that, you want to kind of stay away from. But anyway, I'm getting off the point. You know, when I eat out, it's a little like, oh, I don't know what to eat. It's kind of hard. You know, I have to stick with meat and vegetables or whatever. But when I'm at home and I can just make whatever I want, you know, I know I have ingredients to make pizza or to make ice cream. I mean, come on. Or cheesecake. And like, oh my gosh, like, it's super easy to eat at home for me like this. Again, and I know it's easier for me because, you know, my household is eating like this, and maybe it's harder for you because not your whole household is not eating like this, but it's so much easier to be able to eat at home and to eat cheese and bacon and, you know, these kind of things and lose weight. Like, I've never had this experience on another diet before, and I'm super excited. So this ice cream is amazing. Look at it again. Look up close. It's delicious. So try this recipe. It didn't take long at all. It's super easy. Again, switch up the berry. If you don't like blueberry, switch it up for, and I use frozen blueberries, but you can use fresh. You know, depending on what time of year that you're watching this. Right now it is winter, and yes, I'm eating ice cream during the winter time because I eat ice cream all year round. I crave ice cream like all year round. And there can be a blizzard outside, which not likely because I'm in Texas, but there could be, and I would still want ice cream. But anyway, you know, blueberries or raspberries or whatever you can find, mixed berries that you find in the freezer aisle, depending on what, you know, what you have at your local grocery store. Half a cup of that with a little bit of sugar, you know, like that's the difference that you can make with this. You can really switch it up. You don't have to put any berries in it at all. You can drizzle it with chocolate. You can buy one of those sugar-free caramel sauces and put it on top, and then some, you know, mixed nuts or something on top to make it like a sundae. You know what, the sky's the limit. Make this your recipe. Go home and make this your recipe. And so I hope you enjoyed. Cheers. Subscribe, like this video, share it with somebody who, again, who misses delicious ice cream and cheesecake and pupusas. Go check out my pupusa video. If you don't know what that is, I'll tag that here on this side. I'll put it up there too. But have a great day. Today's Sunday. I'm off tomorrow. Hallelujah. Praise you, Jesus. And enjoy your time. What am I saying? I don't know. I just want to eat this ice cream. Have a great day. Love you guys. Thank you for supporting me. Thanks for your likes and your comments and your for subbing, and spread the word. Love you guys. Bye. You want some more? Mm-hmm. I don't want to share. Fine. Isn't it good? Mm-hmm.